Okay, I think we're live. Hopefully we're live again. Oh my god, I feel so bad. Can't believe I did that. Oh man, that was like, oh, that I had that planned out. I've been waiting for that all week. Okay. Hopefully we're live again. If you're watching from the future, just fast forward a little bit. Trying to figure out some stuff. I had a hiccup. Damn, feel dumb right now. Feel dumb right now. Okay. Looks like we are live once more. Damn. Okay, let's see if we get some music going. What's up, boys and girls? Hello. Hopefully we are live. Talking crypto, stock market. Watching, reacting to YouTube videos. Damn, dude, I can't believe that. That was like my whole... Bro, I've been waiting literally all week for that. I can't believe I've messed that up like that. Feels bad, bro. Well, I guess I could go live for stocks. I do love my stocks. What's up, Hagen? What's up, everybody? Like I said, I am so sorry that that happened to you, to everybody. Is the chat showing up? I feel really bad about that, guys and girls. Let's see, is the chat working? Somebody type something. Test. It's not working. Oh, it is working. Man, that messes up my whole stream. Bear with me. Bear with me. How's everybody doing today? Ronnie, what's up, my boy? What's up, everybody? I'm gonna change that chat color. It just looks so ugly. What's up, Dandy? Type 22 if you want a shout out, everybody. All right, so like I said, we that's okay. You know what? We messed up. We got the days mixed up. I was streaming, or I did stream a little bit yesterday. I deleted it though, but we were live yesterday for a little bit, an hour or less. And we were doing the golf tournament for work. So played 18 holes, took forever, like 7 hours. It was brutal. What's up, 007? Yeah, it was brutal. I don't want to do that again. It was fun, but I don't want to do 18 holes again. I would do 9 again. 18 is way too much. Way too much, but that's okay. Hey, you know what, guys? Now we all get to hang out, I guess, right? Got my wrong. You know what? Forget the color. We're winging it. Okay. So since we are winging this tree, let's go ahead and look up the price of Ethereum. This will be interesting, right? I guess this could be interesting. We'll try something new today. Again, did not plan for any of this. Do you guys want to see this view when we watch videos and stuff? Or do you want to see this larger one? Sorry, like I said, I'm just making a couple adjustments. hurricane is coming our way. I don't really want to cover like news articles too much. It'll ruin your week. Ethereum price. We'll just open the stream with that. Ethereum price, Bitcoin price. We'll look at the markets. Down 3.76%. Not good. Not good. Down for the month, you're down 36%. And for 6 months, you were down 58.3%. Ooh, profitability is down big. Oh, God, guys, I have an announcement. Chili, my man. What's up, buddy? Guys, if you've not hit that like button, please do. We only have 12 likes. What's up with that? Our 6 gigahash farm. The one at Hobbyist mining, Hobbyist is down right now, so. Wow, that's low. 6 gigahash, $128. I do have some big news. I did not plan on announcing it today, but you know what? I guess I will. Yeah, I got a couple rigs down right now. They're a little less than 6 gigahash. I am back to solo mining, which, as always, I do not condone. I do not suggest you do this. Please do not try this at home. We've been doing this for, I don't know. I think once today finishes, sometime tonight, it'll be 48 hours. So we're about 30 hours in. 30 something hours in. I don't know. We are back to solo mining. We're at 6 gigahash again right now. Got a rig or two off, which is not in my control. Well, this one's in my control because that's the one I stream. This is the one I'm on right now, but you know, it is what it is at the moment. So I announced it. Yeah, well, there's a lot of people who don't check those announcements. Check out Bitcoin. How we doing on Bitcoin today? Market open down 2.68% at 29,613. So same thing here, consolidating, same stuff. 1 month, 21%. So better than Ethereum, and 44% of Bitcoin. Again, better than Ethereum. 6 month, which really doesn't tell us much. Let's look at the 1 year. Yeah, really just consolidating. Hopefully we keep this. We're actually a little below support. So, oh, and other things that I like to check out. Tesla stock, one of my favorite. What's up with New York legislation banning proof of work mining today? So to my understanding, they're not banning like the small time crypto miners. There's really no way to control that. From my understanding, it's like mega corporation type stuff. So I wouldn't even worry about it. It's all good, even if they do. There's no way for them to know what you're doing inside your house when you're at a small level, you know? So I wouldn't worry about it. All right, Tesla, 6.74% down. Wow. Something must have happened here. What is up with that? Wow. Okay. This is what I do every morning, by the way, guys. Every morning, during lunch, after work, all day, every day, I'm learning about the stock market. I actually look at the stock market a lot more than the crypto market. A lot more. 937. So this just came out. Tesla shares dip on Elon Musk plans to cut workforce. Okay, I did watch a video on this earlier, actually. Yep. So things are getting bad. Not just for Tesla. You know, they're going to have to cut down 10%. That sucks. But you know, I think it was just at the low 600s the other day, and then we shot back up to almost 800 again. And rough market, boys. Rough market. Another one that I bought recently is Disney. I bought this around 105 level. I love Disney. It's a great long-term hold, in my opinion. Really a big fan of Disney. And you know, you can never really go wrong with Disney. You can see it's basically at a 5-year low. Disney at basically a 5-year low, 3% off. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? It's pretty close to the 5-year low. No way. This is, it won't be like this forever. Disney's a solid company. Love Disney. Dividend, I do believe they're still paying. Great, incredible stock. You know, you're never gonna lose all your money in something like that. Really like Disney. Nike is something I'm looking at. Let me see if it's. Yeah, Nike's a good one. 1 year only down 10%. 6 month 30% though. So I do like Nike. Nike's a solid company as well. I prefer Disney, but Nike is really good too. Let's check out Nvidia. Affects everybody, I think. Nvidia, I like Nvidia long term. It's hard to say when to buy Nvidia, of course, just like every other stock. If you're holding it for the long term, I think you'd be fine either way. but I do think there are obviously better times to come in. 6 months, you're down 40%. I'm so glad. I was holding Nvidia for like a year and some change, and I sold around $400, I think it was. Was it three? Maybe it wasn't 400. Maybe it was. What was the peak of Nvidia? You know what? Maybe the peak was 340 because I'm thinking 4. I sold around 300, so it's just under the highs around this time. I don't remember what month. Somewhere in this range from all-time highs. I just felt like it was getting too crazy, and then hey, look at that. It's down 40%. So solid move. Glad I sold out on that one. Made some really nice money. I think we made 45, 50%, maybe 40% on video. It was a really good trade for us, and held it over a year, so didn't have to pay high taxes. So that's nice. AMD. On the 1 month, it's up 18%. On the 6 month, down 25%. I like AMD for the long hold. I probably don't really want to buy at these levels. Not that it's that bad, but I'd be looking for sub 100 for AMD personally. Disney not currently paying a dividend. That's fine. I think Disney's solid in every direction. I love Disney. Definitely one of the best stocks around. It's not going to be, you know, exponential growth. Of course, it's Disney, right? Let's keep it realistic. But I do like expanding into Disney. I really enjoy Disney. I think it's a very solid company. I've been trading that since I was a teenager. Well, not teenager. I got in the stock market around 2021. So early 20s when I started trading, and Disney's never failed for me. Always been a great one. Let's check out what's going on in crypto a little bit. Let's watch some videos, man. I don't want to show you guys too much news, man. That's not really my channel's about. Like I said, I don't mind covering some news, but unless it's a video. I don't want to read you guys a bunch of articles. If you guys, I don't want to bore you, but check this guy out. I like watching these. I've been watching these a lot recently. And these are, I don't want to get demonetized, but this guy talks about the housing bubble, the housing market. These guys are really good. I've been learning a lot about it. Prices haven't been coming down as much as we might be hoping, though they do look like they're in the correct direction. Zillow, which is like the #1 website to my knowledge, or possibly realtor.com, they're seeing a lot of houses coming online, so that's good. Oh, new Red Panda video. Let's see what this is about. I love watching Red Panda. I watch him every single day. See what we got here, Panda. I'm gonna watch your video.
Hey guys.
Hey, I want to know who watched this video already. Type 1 if you did, 2 if you did not, 1 if you've already seen this video, 2 if you have not. Let's check it out. We love you, Red Panda. Let's support my boy.
I'm here. Hope you're doing well and having a really great day. In this video, I wanted to openly talk to you all regarding just how the mining profitability has been, I guess, these past couple of weeks, but mainly how it is today on a typical RX 580 rig. And you know, I normally do
sorry,
these
what was the
videos
title? I didn't even look at the title. I'm so sorry. How are mining profits? Oh, this one's an interesting one. I love these. These are my favorite videos to watch. If any of you guys are content creators, of course, still do what you want, right? I'm not trying to tell you how to run your channel. However, I can say for me on a personal level, I find these kind of videos the most interesting. The talking head videos, well, he doesn't show his face, but I like these the most. You know, showing overclocks and builds and stuff. Those were cool last year. I feel like I've seen everything that could be done for the most part. So on a personal level, I really enjoy these types of videos. So if you ever make these style, I will definitely subscribe to you. Just heads up.
Every now and then, I think the last one I did was back in February of 2022. So it was a couple months ago now. Yeah, so it's been a while. And so I just wanted to go through and see what the difference was between back then and now. Woo! And I do want to talk about some other stuff here that is also, I would say, pretty dire, not only with, I guess, Ethereum moving away from proof of work, but, you know, some other stuff as well in terms of mining, especially for those that care about profitability. And so there's a few things I want to mention about that.
Damn. $530 for a 3070, bro. What is the MSRP? $500 at Best Buy after tax. It's like 540. Oh my God. That's when you know the market's getting bad. This is what I've been saying for a really, really long time. Once you start seeing the founder editions collapse, forget it. The market's we're gonna go under MSRP. Wow, that's crazy. If that's a legitimate seller, which you know, who knows if it is or not. 530, bro, MSRP. Another thing too, if you're selling your GPUs, I've noticed, do not ever put them up for auction. You see how this is auction? Every single listing that I've looked at for sold, 100% of the time, people putting them on as auction, they do not do well. When you put them for buy it now, maybe they'll do well, maybe they won't. A lot more competition that way, but nobody is paying high numbers right now. Even MSRP is lucky to get right now if you're auctioning, so be careful, guys. Don't sell your cards for auction.
So before I begin, guys, my friends, this video is sponsored by nerdgears.com. If you got a lot of different GPUs here, if you guys...
Nerd Gears, how much are they charging right now? 1660 Super, 270 bucks. I don't know. I feel like you just buy a 1660 Ti for pretty much the same price. 580, 200 bucks. I mean, it's okay.
Guys are
420 for a 5700. Okay.
Interested, use
not
offer
terrible.
code REDPEN
I wouldn't buy any of these
for 2% off.
Not because it's Nerd Gear, just because I'm not buying GPUs right now.
Your whole order. All right, guys. So my voice, it may sound like I'm a little bit sick, is because I still am. I'm still recovering, but I'm feeling great. I'm feeling just fine. Thank you guys for the support in the previous
Get better,
videos.
Panda.
So let's go through. You guys,
Disney is
like
woke
we all know,
garbage.
the market's been going down, and profitability, without a doubt, you guys have probably all noticed, has been going down.
Money's money.
Sentiment, the emotions that I have been seeing in the past couple of weeks,
590.
so,
Why so much?
More so the past couple of weeks, has been pretty negative, right? And when it affects people's money, livelihood, I don't know, people's different financial situations, whether you're living paycheck to paycheck or you're worried about the future, you know, all those things can be definitely mentally draining for one person. And
it's true. Good point.
I understand, like for me, myself, I'm very empathetic. I understand everyone's different financial situations, and not everyone can participate in a certain strategy in crypto mining.
I feel bad for anybody who's getting kicked out of the market. I really do. I think about this all the time. I don't know, because I really care about people. I know that may not seem like that, but I care. I genuinely care, man. I care about the content creators, care about the viewers. I care about you know, people from Australia and Africa and Asia and America and Canada, wherever. I always think about that. Like, dang, man, I feel so bad for everybody. I know a lot of people in Europe are getting kicked out the market, man. The electricity is just too much. It's rising even in America now. I don't even think the average is 10 cents anymore. I would be shocked, absolutely shocked, if in the US the average was 10% or 10 cents. I think there's no way, man. I think it's got to be closer to 15, maybe even 17. I don't know, but everybody I'm talking to, they're getting prices, hidden fees that these companies are raising now. Like, so maybe they'll say you're at 9 cents kilowatt. However, there's a caveat of like 8 cents for these stupid fees. And you know, and if that's not just a crypto problem, it's not just a mining problem. It's the recession, man. I mean, we're going through really, really hard times globally right now. And I feel bad, really bad for anybody who gets kicked out the market. And I just wish that everybody could mine, man.
And so that's what I wanted to mainly talk about as well in this video. But before I do that, let me just go through what, you know, a typical RX 580 rig does right now. Okay, so here we go. We got
whole
180
rig.
mega hash.
Whole
780
rig.
watts roughly. Okay, this is a typical 6x RX 580, 570, 480, 470 rig. The Polaris GPUs, I would say, are the most popular GPUs that have ever existed for mining, especially for Ethereum, because it's profitable, right? And okay, so 10 cent kilowatt hour, let's hit calculate. So right now, that rig would generate about, in Ethereum, is 0.0022 right now. And in fiat value, that would be worth about $2.12.
Woo! Now, guys, that's not an RX 580. That's an RX 580 rig. Damn, dude. What was the kilowatts he did there? Was that 10 cents? I honestly feel like 10 cents is too low these days. I'm guilty of this, showing 10 cents to everybody, because I think last year electric rates were better. I think all of us need to raise it. I think 10 cents is very unrealistic for the viewers. You guys let me know. But pretty much every time I make a video talking about 10 cents, 90% of the comments are like, dude, nobody pays 10 cents anymore. And I'm feeling it and I'm seeing it. So I think what I need to do on a personal level is stop talking about 10 cents. It's just not realistic anymore. It's not the world anymore. So I'm very guilty of this myself.
0022 right now. And in fiat value, that would be worth about $2.12 for those that care about the fiat value. And that I do want to touch on right after this. Okay, next
Chile
part
at 4
is,
cents.
let's go back April.
Must be Canadian.
2021. All right, this is last year. A 6x580 rig was able to yield about 0.0078 Ethereum. And then in fiat value, that would be about $14.38.
Damn.
And wow, that
what a difference, bro. From $2 to 14. Damn, it's 7 times more fiat wise though. I gotta see what he said for the coin. Because I mean, if you're a long-term holder, obviously the coin matters the most. But hey, you know, like not everybody can hold the coin. So I mean, this really does matter. I mean, we're talking about 700% difference, man. I mean, that is whew.
That is a huge difference between then and now. But you guys can definitely tell why that has happened, right? So with all the variables on what to mine here that, you know, has the equilibrium here of this profit number, block times, the block rewards, okay? Block rewards are averaging about 2.03. And if you go back to April 2021, the block...
Yeah. Oh, wow. So you're making a third of the coin you were back then as well. So let me know if you guys can see this. If you can't see this, I'll use this screen. If this works better for you guys, I could use this screen. But just let me know which one you want. But yeah, according to his clip, you're making 1/3 of the coin you were making. Wow. So, wow. I mean, that's huge.
Block rewards back then were averaging about 3.08. And, you know, some days are like 8 Ethereum, 30 Ethereum. You know, we've had those times when EIP, before EIP 1559. The Ethereum improvement proposal where it brought in the Ethereum transaction burn mechanism to burn the transaction fees, and then also implemented...
I wasn't YouTubing then, but I was definitely partaking and mining them.
So there are still some tips that where it can go to miners, but only for those that want to pay more to have their, I guess, transaction put in faster per se. Anyways, nowadays around 2 Ethereum per block, right? But as we all know, Ethereum is going to be moving away from proof of work to proof of stake, and that is now more prevalent today than recently that we've been talking about and everyone's been worrying about more so. And okay, so you guys know the difference there, just to give perspective, and now things
I don't sell mine unless I have
way
to.
less profitable because obviously the price of Ethereum has been coming down. And also another thing that I want to correlate with is the Bitcoin dominance has been going back up. Okay, so Bitcoin dominance, this also plays a very big role in terms of your fiat values, because during the bear market, it was a time when the Bitcoin dominance was very high. Okay. And altcoins had much lower value during this time in terms of fiat value as well. So, but during these times, you know, the bear market is, and we've preached about this numerous times, is that the bear market is the time to mine or the time to accumulate, because when you're mining during the bear markets, and more so, I would say, the last bear market, is that the network hash rate for Ethereum, for instance, was extremely low compared to what it is now, as you guys can see. And so the yields that this
is a really good point, man, and something I think about a lot. I mean, profitability is kind of doo-doo right now. I mean, it is doo-doo right now, and we're at the highest point we've ever been. I don't know if you can see that right there. The hash rate is at the highest point it's ever been. So yeah, that's a bummer, man.
Amount of Ethereum that you were getting during these times, you were able to accumulate way more, though, depending on your financial situation. And I remember my profit videos during these times, I guess 2019, 2020 even, you know, your RX 580 rig was maybe making about, what, 10 cents a day.
10 cents
but it was yielding
a day.
A good amount of Ethereum during these times. So if you hodled that Ethereum up until the run-up that we've had last year, when Ethereum went to, what,
I could never imagine a whole rig making 10 cents, bro.
Or
that
something,
sucks.
then you made the right move, right? Then you made the right move, assuming you sold during this time, that is. So obviously that is the strategy that...
I wonder how many people... you know, held through this whole bear market, and then through the bull market didn't sell anything, bro. Could you imagine? Like, you probably would have, I don't know. Oh wow, you probably more than 10x just looking at this graph. Rough estimate says, I mean, 800 to what, 4K. Yeah, wow. I wonder how many people are still holding from this point that were like, dang, I wish I would have sold in that bear or that bull market.
I would say for myself that it was definitely one of the best strategies ever made, but I'm not trying to boast here. That strategy upcoming is going to be another, I guess, kind of nail in the coffin. We're not quite sure if Ethereum, once Ethereum moves away from proof of work in the next couple of months, potentially, it could be next year, who knows, then what's going to be after that, right? What's going to be after Ethereum?
Good question.
So we've seen plenty of times when other coins, such as, let's just say Ravencoin, for instance, has gone up in a massive spike in price during the bull run when Bitcoin started going up to 60K.
32 cents, wasn't it?
What's not to say the next cycle that we have, Ravencoin could have another massive.
Oh, really? GPU rises?
What's not to say?
I gotta mod you.
I don't know. Ergo. Let's check out
buddy?
Ergo. Has
Good to see
Ergo
you.
had any massive?
Oh, speaking of GPU risers, since we're just chilling, I haven't shown you guys this publicly, I don't think. But this is the new rig, guys. This is the new rig. And I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek because I am trying to do a video for it. So I'm not going to show you like everything. This one right here is the new GPU risers. I don't know what they're calling it. There actually wasn't any instructions in it. I don't know if it's like the prototype or what. I mean, I didn't really need instructions. It's kind of common sense, to be honest. So I don't know what the name is or anything. But this thing's pretty freaking cool, man. You see the difference? The one on the left is the AAA wave. So if you got like little cards, honestly, even those are all 3070 Strix, and you could not fit fans on there if you wanted to, unless you put them on the outside. So this one's for like massive cards. Another thing I want to do, let me show you again, sneak peek, guys. You guys are the first to see this, I think, unless you're a member of my Discord. Omega frame, nice, dude. I'm trying to use this 19 GPU motherboard B250. I know it's a marketing scheme. It does work. Thank you for the subscription. It does work with 19. However, it's like a bunch of mining cards. So if I could get above 12, I'm trying to get above 12. I do have like 30 5700 XTs not mining, so I might try to experiment with that and see how far we could push this build in this rig. Like, I might have to drill some extra holes, but I want to do like a large rig. I've already got a bunch of 12s, so which are cool, but like I really want to do like a 15 or a 14, something above 12 rig. So this video is taking me a little bit, but it does look really nice, doesn't it? Doesn't it look cool? To me, it kind of looks like a Veta frame, like 2-layered Veta frame. I've always liked the Veta frames. The only thing I hated about the Veta frame was building them, man. And yeah, for space. Yeah, so pretty cool. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much, man. That video will come one of these days, but again, I'm trying to make it big.
Yeah, see, Ergo has had big pumps as well. So Ergo's another great.
I have a board like that
GPU
maxes
mineable
out.
coin.
Yeah.
What's another one?
There's a world record video. Sorry to pause again. If you guys have not seen this video, it is so cool. BBT gets the world record. I mean, I can't confirm that. He said he did. I don't feel like there's any reason why he would lie. BBT, world's first 21 GPUs on the same motherboard. Really, really cool to see. If you have not checked out this video, the world record, 21 GPUs, same motherboard. But again, it did have to be a bunch of mining cards. You can't just like plug in a bunch of 3060s and shit. So yeah, really interesting to see. I would suggest going back and watching this. Just type in BBT world record. Really cool, dude. Some of the coolest content on YouTube. I didn't even know this existed, and I watched it pretty much all the way through. Super awesome.
Let's check out Firo.
Yeah, anytime GPU rises.
Okay, Firo. All right, Firo. Yeah, I mean, Firo didn't have like a big spike to its previous all-time high, but it nonetheless, Firo did have a spike here. Okay, so that's another great GPU mineable coin. What's another one, guys? Let's go. Classic. Let's go Ethereum
Yeah,
Classic.
smash that
this
like
is a
button.
Great example.
31 likes.
Ethereum
What's up with
Classic.
that?
Went up like $10, $12 to $130, $26 in a span of in a span of a week here is just insane. The meteoric rise here that Ethereum Classic had. And so what's not to say that Ethereum Classic in the next cycle, in the next bull run, right after it seems like we are in this bear market now, or the potential start of the bear market, is not financial advice. I have no idea.
Which ones, Joe? Which one do you have?
Is that, Ethereum Classic could be one of those other ones that could go way up in price. You guys that are watching me right now mostly understand the strategies here. But now this is where I want to talk about, not everyone is probably going to be able to participate in this strategy, because depending on their electrical cost is going to be paramount, because, I've already got a million emails now, not a million, but a good amount of emails from people
35
that are wanting to
cents.
sell their GPUs now.
Ooh, damn. Hold on, let me move myself. If you are at 35 cents, you are losing $2.56 a day. Oh my Lord, dude. That really breaks my heart, man. That sucks. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I'm telling you, so many people are telling me they're in the 20s and 30s. I feel so bad, man. Like, I just wish everybody could mine. I really do.
And for instance, if, you had 35 cents per kilowatt hour and you had an RX 580 rig, you would be in the minus right now, minus $2.56 a day.
How much is that a month in a year? Let's see. 256 times 30. $76 a month. That is more than my internet bill. Times 12. Almost $1,000 a month just on one rig. Imagine if you had a bunch of rigs, bro. Oh my Lord. You'd be losing tens of thousands of dollars. Oh my. That sucks, man.
So for those that have 35 cents, you wouldn't be making it. Let's see, 30 cents. Minus $1.63. Yeah, so I wouldn't be mining with Polaris GPUs if you had 30 cents per kilowatt hour.
Damn, dude.
So you had 20 cents.
What to see 20 cents?
All right. Well,
is it that bad? Bro, if you got 20-cent kilowatt, you'd be making a quarter off the whole rig. Man, I feel so bad for that. Your copyright strike? What's up, buddy? I'm telling you guys, I feel so bad, bro. Like, I just wish that everybody could continue mining. 25 cents? I didn't know it was that bad for 20 cents, bro. I knew 30 cents was bad. Oh my. Bro. That's not good. Red Panda, I love you, buddy. You didn't show up to StarCraft, by the way. We all played StarCraft and you didn't show up even though you challenged me, so... I just wanted to publicly announce that Red Panda challenged me once again in StarCraft 2 and didn't show up. I just want to publicly announce that. Okay? Dang, dude.
30 cents per kilowatt hour. Let's see if you had 20 cents.
Love you, buddy.
All right. Well, you're making 25 cents. All right. But I mean, that's at least breaking even.
25 cents.
For me
man.
Personally,
Damn.
I love GPU mining, so I would probably still continue to mine even if I was breaking even or even less on.
How much am I paying for electric? So I'm in a weird situation. So without giving out too many details, I was fortunate enough to find a house that has electric included. And so all my utilities were included for my contract. So I pay it like, I probably end up paying up front more, right? So everybody in the HOA that I live in is paying more than your normal person is, right? So like somebody like Timmy who's at his house, he might pay like $70 for electric. I pay $200 for everything, electric, water, blah blah. It's all included. It's all included. Now, how much are they probably losing off of me personally? Off of my electric? Probably like anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500. However, not my problem. Get fucked. That's your problem.
On all of my GPUs,
don't open it unlimited.
But for most people, it probably will not make sense. And so
what could they complain about? It's a contract. That's their problem.
Depending,
yeah, not my problem. Not interested in that problem.
For those that are living paycheck to paycheck, I probably wouldn't advise doing something like
hold on,
this.
Panda. I don't have any room for anybody else's rigs. I have about 2 to 2.5 gigahash right now, not even mining. So I do not even have enough to run my own GPUs right now. You can see I have GPUs laying around everywhere. It sucks. It breaks my heart every day.
Because you're going to be running very tight. And then when that electrical bill comes, or another thing is you're going to have to sell. You're going to have to sell.
Can you run them, Chili?
Paycheck to paycheck.
Can you run them? If you can offer me a decent deal, bro, I'm down. I'm down. I'm down, bro. Hit me up. What's up, Chump Change? How you doing, buddy? We gotta play some games tonight, buddy. Yeah, I'm down if let's talk privately about it. Hit me up. Because this 400 amp shit is going... just want to punch someone. But yeah, we'll talk offline. Hit me up, bro. I need to get this stuff hashing. For sure.
You
say you have a good rate
and yielding, you're gonna have to sell that, and then once you sell that into fiat to pay for your electrical bill, you're also gonna incur that taxable event. So you got to think about taxes as well. And so when all that pressure, all that stuff comes into play, it will probably not make sense for you, even if it's like you're making 50 cents a day. I don't know if I would stay on at that point. If you're very tight on money, I wouldn't do it. Okay, that you're just, it's gonna cause you.
Like I said, man, this video, honestly, this section of the video is breaking my heart, man. I feel so bad, man. God, I don't know why I care about people that I've never met, but I genuinely do, man. I want everybody to enjoy crypto mining and GPU mining, and I love it, and I want everybody to love it, and I want everybody to be able to participate, man. It fucking shatters my heart right now.
Even more stress, most likely, because you're gonna have to understand that you got taxes, and then you got to figure out, you're gonna pay that big bill, your electrical bill, assuming you're a big sizable farm, depending on how much money you make, how much money you have. For instance, just to give you guys just some, honest, my true story.
Hold on, because that could be FUD. I got to be sure. iTech says New York just passed a bill to ban Bitcoin. Just the bill, right? Is that what you're talking about? Like they're just proposing it? Not like it's official, right? New York just passed a bill. Here's everything that's in it. Hold on. I've been watching this. There's a lot of like, I don't want to say misinformation, but people thinking it's official. And to my understanding, they're not banning people like me. Like they're going for the big dogs. You know what I mean? Like they're not, dude, there's no way for them to know if I have, if this is a computer running on games or if this is a thing mining. Now, obviously on a large scale is where you get into issues.
Through legislation that would ban some proof of work mining operations. Can you walk us through where we are in this process and just how close this bill is to passing?
The bill actually, this is the second turn of it. So it died last year when electrical union came out and wrote a letter and said, hey, we actually have gotten a lot of jobs from Bitcoin mining generally. And now it's back. So it was passed by one group and now it still has to pass through the Senate. And so that's where we're at this week with it.
It's good to hear, Chump Change.
It's unfortunate that it's come back because I think we still haven't had a chance for the lawmakers to really understand the benefits of Bitcoin mining for the state. And so that's kind of where we're at now.
Now, for those who are just jumping into this debate, can you give us a quick rundown of what's at stake here? And if it passes, what would change for Bitcoin miners in New York?
The moratorium says that any miner that is not using 100% renewable energy is not able to expand or renew permits. And any miner that is not using 100% renewable energy is not able to join as like a participant in New York. What this means...
Okay, never mind. I was about to talk. She's about to explain it. Hold on.
For Bitcoin is a few things. One, Bitcoin will be fine. Just like when China shut down, Bitcoin is resilient. The network will continue to operate. What it means for New York is something different. So New York shutting down Bitcoin mining and really like marginalizing one industry, it makes it seem like New York is closed for business for all things related to Bitcoin mining.
Seems like it.
And, unfortunately, Bitcoin miners will find a different location. It won't be in New York. So it will drive jobs somewhere else. It will drive economic growth somewhere else. And New York will just, be where they're at now without thinking about like the future of where the industry and where Bitcoin can go.
Yeah, and if talent in New York does leave, where do you expect them to go?
Texas seems to be pretty open.
Texas is good. I want to say one of the Carolinas is very pro crypto. I believe Florida, though. Florida and Texas, man, like if you don't have money Dude, have you ever lived in Texas? I've lived in Texas because of my job. I've lived in Florida because of my dad was Air Force, right? I know what it's like to live in those places. Dude, it is so hot. Every day is 110 degrees, 100 degrees. Humidity out the butt in Florida. Texas is just 110 every day, regardless, for like 5 months. It's stupid, right? I have problems keeping not all the time, but during the peak months in upstate New York, close to Canada, by the way, I have problems with temperatures. I can't imagine the problems I would have if it was an extra 30, 40 degrees, you know? So it's not that simple. Like, I guess on this scale, though, it's not a big deal, right? If you got millions or billions to play with, who cares? But, you know, for your home miner or whatever, like, again, I don't really think this will affect us, to be honest. It doesn't sound like it from everything that I've read. But yeah, just go to Texas. Like, get out of here, man. Texas is not that bad. I used to live in Texas. Texas is awful. You're crazy, bro. The average temperature, Google will lie to you, but I remember it was 100 degrees for like 70 something days in a row. Could you imagine? Could you imagine trying to cool that average summer temperature in Texas? It's awful. Oh, oh wow. Don't believe this. 85 to 90, this is a lie. Again, I've lived in Texas for like 4 or 5 years. Total lie. It says the average is between 85 and 90. That is completely false. Do not believe that. It's definitely 95 to 100, 105, I would say, on average. Awful. You've been here 6 years? Well, it might not feel bad to you, but I'm telling you, you know, jumping an extra 40 degrees, like, you got to have adequate cooling. You got to have AC or something, man. You can't get, you know, and then you got to think, too, especially in a bear market, do you really want to run AC? I mean, you're going to have to, I think. And so, you know, where do you get the money for that? Where do you... You know, it's tough. You got to have really good money. Florida's average, I lived in Florida for a very long time. Average summer 73 to 95. Where are they getting these awful numbers from? 73 in summer in Florida? Are you kidding me? Oh, maybe that's the low. Okay, maybe that's the low. I could see that being the low. They are tripping if they think that's the peak.
For Bitcoin miners. So that could be one location that we see miners flock to.
So continuing on that last point, what is the impact on New York's economy and jobs?
Houston's hotter, I think, than most places.
So if you think about the hash rate that's in New York, there's estimate about 3% of the hash rate. There's some large companies that means they won't be growing any further in New York. There's also, you know, a lot of companies that do things outside of just, you know, mining that could consider moving jobs elsewhere. So things like Galaxy, shitty, right? Man. Like we have a mining group.
Exactly, Donnie. There you go. Now Donnie knows what he's talking about on this one, man. Houston is even hot. I used to live in Central Texas, and it'd be hot. You look at like the news, Houston's way hotter, like 5 to 7 degrees hotter than the rest. Houston is so humid. Well, you said you live there. Houston is awful, dude. Humid as hell. Okay, hold on. I gotta listen to this. This is really important here.
There's also, you know, a lot of companies that do things outside of just, you know, mining that could consider moving jobs elsewhere. So things like Galaxy, right? Like we have a mining group. There's Foundry that's based entirely in New York, and you know we are both growing, right? Our growing
part
our
of
teams significantly. And if New York is closed for business, like it does question why are Bitcoin miners going to work there.
So how real are the energy concerns around Bitcoin mining?
You know, every industry uses energy, and energy use is not a bad thing.
Well,
it's you know,
I don't know if I'd say it's a good thing. I mean, I wouldn't say using energy is a good thing unless it's renewable. I don't know. I gotta play devil's advocate on that one. I don't think it's good for the planet. I definitely wouldn't say good.
Where people think that something is useful or not. And that's where I think the debate starts to happen, right? Like, do we think that Bitcoin is useful? And I think that's, you know, something that is really like subjective. Bitcoin is something that is
Yeah.
a universal currency used all over the world. It's used in multiple different scenarios, from, first world countries of investors investing in things like funds, to people that use it as a lifeboat, right? To be able to leave different locations as their like savings. So I think it comes down to utility. When we look at the energy piece of it, the Bitcoin Mining Council came together last year to share and promote transparency around Bitcoin's energy usage. And what we find is that it's sustainable, right? The energy usage is 65% sustainable energy that accounts 50% of the network. We can't really look at any other industry and say, this is exactly how much
true?
sustainable energy that this
65%?
industry uses in totality. But for some reason, we put Bitcoin on a different pedestal.
So I think she makes some valid points. I think, just to play, again, devil's advocate here, I think during a bear market, not even a bear market of crypto, man, literally the whole world is doing awful. Pretty much in all sectors that you can think of. It's really hard to convince investors, to convince governments, to convince the wealthy to use or to prioritize something like a cryptocurrency in a bear market, during recessions, because you got to say, like, we already have cash. So at this current moment, is cryptocurrency really that important when we already have a working system? So it's really, I'm not saying I agree with that, by the way. What I'm saying is it's hard to convince people when times are bad. Now, if things were doing well, the stock market's doing well, the housing market's doing well, crypto, everything is just booming, gas prices are low, then it's very easy to advance technology. It's very easy to convince people to advance things. But yeah, it's such a daunting task when the whole world's doing poorly and you're like, oh, let's try on this new technology more.
Is there a better way to regulate proof of work mining in the US?
I would say banning it is probably not the best way to regulate it, because it's just going to go somewhere else, right? Miners just seek the cheapest form of electricity that they can get, right? To be economical. I think that if there was a solution where we could think about like growing in a way that was able to meet the state goals, would make sense, which I think miners, would probably be open and willing to do. The hard part is, by saying you have to use 100% renewable, you're really marginalizing an industry, because
agreed.
The grid in New York is not 100% renewable.
Not even close.
What do you say to people who ask whether Bitcoin could ever transition from a proof of work consensus mechanism to proof of stake?
Bitcoin doesn't sacrifice security for anything.
Yes.
Now, obviously, Ethereum is in the process of transitioning to proof of stake, and that's expected this year. Can you talk a little?
It's not banned at the moment. They're proposing a bill that will ban it. They've tried that before a few times, and it did not go through. However, they continuously push it and change it to make it approved, or to seek approval. So we'll see.
A little bit about what that means for miners on that network.
Yeah, so I actually focus all of my time on Bitcoin mining, so don't really focus much time on Ethereum mining. But this concept of Ethereum moving to proof of stake has been something that has been talked about for years. As a reminder, Ethereum is still using energy. They are still using proof of work, right? And I think that's one thing that has been kind of interesting
at the moment,
to see develop over the course of the last year, with the attack really being on Bitcoin's energy usage. Yes, it's bigger, but there are other currencies out there that are still using proof of work. I don't know a lot about how many ETH miners are in New York, but I imagine that because the energy usage is less than Bitcoin mining, there could be a way that they could fly under the radar.
So she makes some valid points. I wish, though, that she would mention, because she makes some good points on the energy side. I wish she would mention, because this is what they're baiting you with, right? When they get you on these shows, they're like, hey, isn't it bad for the environment? And she did say no. However, you need to mention, like, everybody's using credit cards. Nobody complains about that. Everybody's using Google. Nobody cares. The data centers, nobody cares, right? These transactions are crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, every time you swipe your card, that's a transaction, right? That costs some energy, right? And how many people are doing that every single day? I think we need to start mentioning that as well. We need to start mentioning the other sectors, and you need to kind of need to study that before you go into an interview like this, because it's really hard to just name the data off the top of your head. Like, I don't know off the top of my head at the moment what the current data would be, but I feel like everybody should definitely prepare those tools, because a lot of people don't know that. They hear like, oh, Bitcoin's terrible for the environment. They don't even know what the internet's using. They have no idea. In comparison, crypto is using nothing in comparison to what the internet is using. Nobody knows that, right? Like your average mom and pop, even my dad mentioned that. Isn't that bad for the environment? Well, why do you think it's so bad? It's not because he doesn't know. He's just not educated on it, right? A lot of people are just ignorant to the fact. And so like you need to bring that to the table. You need to present that, and they'll be like, what? Because in a way, right, they're going to feel guilty and they're going to be shocked. They're like, what do you mean? I'm not killing the environment. Yes, you are. You're using your credit card. What? Yeah. Every time you watch this or you charge that or you do this, like, what? I'm part of the problem. What? Right? Like they're going to be defensive, but they'll think about it when the stream's over, and they'll be like, oh, maybe some of them will look it up and they'll be like, oh my God, you know, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. We're still partaking in things that are just as harmful, actually way more harmful, you know. Something we need to push, I think.
This isn't the first time that New York, as you already pointed out, has tried to ban, in some capacity, proof of work mining. Last year, again, as you pointed out, it was the electrical union workers that jumped in to defend the mining industry. Where are they this time around? And what's Galaxy's position on this bill?
We at Galaxy believe in Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining. And we have, obviously believe in that because we have a whole business unit dedicated to it. So I think, we encourage lawmakers to learn, and we're like all ears to help teach, right, anything that we can about Bitcoin and mining. So I think there's a lot of different people behind the scenes that are trying to really push forward a study bill versus like a complete moratorium. I haven't had any interaction with the electrical union, but there's a lot more like Blockchain Association, right, Chamber of Digital Commerce, groups within the crypto ecosystem that are trying to really hone in on this bill and really try to educate lawmakers to make the right decision.
Now, New York is often seen as a first mover with respect to policy making. Could other states follow its lead?
For all the crappy policies, it seems like not all of them. I shouldn't say all. They were good on their smoking bill, we'll say, but yeah. They don't adopt the best policies from what I've seen.
Policy making. Could other states follow its lead if this bill does indeed pass?
Yeah, I think that's one of the main concerns, right? Like we think that like this could be something that could take off. I really encourage, lawmakers to really take a step back and think about what this could do for New York as a whole, and also think about, how this sets New York back in terms of jobs and economic growth.
Yeah. Like I said, I actually really enjoyed this interview. You know what? I think I might even react to this. I'm just gonna be upfront with you guys, man. I'm just, I always try to be upfront, whether that's money, whether that's investing, whether that's whatever. I always want to be upfront as much as I possibly can. There are some personal things, like I'm not gonna tell you how much is my bank account or something like that, but I do like to be open with you guys. And I want to start doing reactions to some extent. I'm not like full on reaction. This isn't going to be a reaction channel. Please don't get confused on what I'm saying, but I do want to mix these things in. And if you guys noticed, man, I'm trying to do like a totally different direction on my channel than like anybody else's. And a lot of that is to survive the bear market. Right now, again, just to be candid with you, pretty much anything that I can't speak for other YouTubers, obviously I can only speak for myself, but like views are down really bad for anything like build wise. Does that make sense? Like really bad. It's very, very noticeable. And so like I am trying to explore keeping it still in the crypto world though, right? Like I'm not trying to, play video games on my channel or anything like that, but I am trying to do stuff like this, like maybe show this video. It's all about crypto. It is about crypto. React to it, stuff like that. Like I'm just trying to mix in some other ways to keep the channel alive, and innovate, and do something people hopefully haven't seen. And some of them work and some of them don't. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll show you an example, man. I worked my ass off on this video. I mean, I worked so hard on this video, man. It took me days on end. Not this one. This one was fun though. Check this out. This is me and Mining King. I interviewed him. I wanted to give him a shout out and a collab. This one here, man. This took me on one of the days I probably worked 12 to 14 hours on this. The first day was probably 6 to 8 hours. This video was really hard to make, man. It was so time consuming. So time consuming, man. And it gets 2K. And then when you talk about things that people actually care about, like you'll get 5 times the videos, and I can just hold my arm out like this. Or, you know what I mean? So just to be transparent, again, I love to be transparent with all of you. Just the actual mining equipment right now is rough. So really rough showing physical equipment for my channel. I can't speak for other people. Interview me for one of those GPUs picking one day. Dude, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to do it right now, actually, for me. I haven't done it for myself in a while. Would you guys be interested in that? Type 22 if you want to see me rank all the videos. I want to do it with everybody, bro. Like, I want everybody to get involved in it. Let me know. Type 22 if you want to see our ranking of GPUs. Currently, at the moment, the state of Ethereum. Well, my advice actually would be don't buy anything. However, you still want to... I still had to get pushed into ranking. I could still come up with it. Let's do that. That'd be fun, Panda. I like that. Like I said earlier in the beginning of the stream, guys, for me, and I don't know what's fun for you guys, but for me, the most interesting videos are talking videos. Like, I really like those. Like, the Panda video today was awesome. I love watching that stuff, man. People talking about the merge, what their plan is, what their strategy is after. I don't know. All that stuff, the talking stuff, for me as a viewer, is the funnest. Last year, because I was new, I'm still new, but I was very new, and it was also a bull market. It was really interesting for me to see like rigs, overclocks, hash rates, stuff like that. At this point in my mining journey, I don't really find those kind of videos entertaining anymore. I don't know how you guys feel, but so this is what we're gonna do right now. Like I said, I put please do check out that video, and I want you guys to subscribe to the Mining King because he's awesome. I wanted to give him a shout out, and I felt like it was a lot more powerful than just saying, hey, go check out this guy's channel. I gave him like a full-on video. So please do check out the Mining King. Awesome guy. All right. So again, just a caveat, I do not recommend any GPU right now at all. But for entertainment purposes, I'll go ahead and we'll do it. We'll do it. But just to be clear, I do not recommend any GPU at this current moment. Just because of pricing. I do think long-term will be fine, but I just wouldn't be buying at these prices. Okay, so this is pretty much what I have. I did have to delete one or two because there were one or two of these don't exist. Like 6900 non-XT, I believe, does not exist. And there was one more I made a mistake on. I think there's no such thing as... Which one? Is it 6700? There's no non-XT? This one, right? This doesn't exist, right? Yo, what's up, Great Vladini? Yeah, exactly, Panda. So what that tells me, right? I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me, Panda. Feel free to correct me, anybody in chat that has a better theory. My theory of why all the builds, like building a rig and showing overclock stuff, is doing so poorly, my theory is there's not a lot of new people coming. Not to say that there isn't any new people coming, but compared to what we're used to, there's not a lot of new people coming. And so when you're experienced, when you know what you're doing, when you're past that couple rigs, you know, and you don't have that steady influx of new people coming, you're obviously the more veteran people aren't really interested in the new content. However, where they still are interested is talking head videos because that relates to them. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of my theory. That's kind of like what I've been thinking of, like, okay, this is the direction for the moment. And they're the most fun to make. I enjoy them. I genuinely enjoy just talking. Making hash rate videos, overclock videos are the worst thing on earth to me. I hate doing it. I can't stand it. And they're too much work. What's an Octominer? I love Octominer. I want that new GPU risers one, man. That thing is sexy. All right, so enough talking. The 5700 XT. Again, guys, look, I'm gonna base everything off of today. Today with the outlook of after Ethereum, but however, still today at this current moment. I do not remember what the prices of all these GPUs are at this current moment. So please, if I get something wrong, feel free to correct me. I am human. 5700 XT. I like this card. Type R is nice. You know, if I had to buy GPU, I think it's a good card. I'm gonna put that in the B. So, oh, I didn't tell you guys the rules for anybody who's new to YouTube, and I don't know how you don't know what this phase was. This was a huge phase a couple years ago. But S is the best of the best. This is the greatest thing on earth that you could buy. S. A through F is like what you think it is from school. A is awesome. Top of the line. But S is god tier. A is incredible. B is really good. C is upper average. So, you know, it's decent. D is below average slightly. E is crap. And F is dog shit. All right. So 5700 XT is good. I like this GPU. I think it's a good, solid graphics card. And if I had to buy something, it wouldn't be top of my list, but it's good. 3080 Ti. I feel like this one's really difficult. Really difficult. I would definitely... Okay. Would I recommend 3090s even before the LHR unlock? Not really. So this basically is a better... Not better. A cheaper 3090 that does the same exact thing and saves you $400. So since I didn't really recommend 3090 before, it's kind of hard for me to just jump on the bandwagon. And it is a lot less wattage too. The lot less wattage does make me have to raise it a little bit more. Ugh. I would put the 3090 in the D column. However, since 3080 Ti is better wattage for the same thing pretty much, I'd put it in the C. It's average. It's good. It's okay. I wouldn't be buying GDR6X personally, but it's okay for me. Best adult dating site? Oh my god, can I get that? Oh wow. Can't wait to tell my wife about that. Ya banned, kid. All right, A4000. This card, I love and hate this card with a passion. When I made my videos last year, it was a very different market. We were unable to get graphics cards. And so at the time when I made all those videos and got A4000s, they were awesome. What we didn't know, or at least what I didn't know at the time, was that the A4000 would be awful at heating. Terrible. Keeping these cool is a nightmare. I want to show you something. I want to show you guys something. This is an Octominer, which I thought would fix this problem. 100% fans. Right here. 100% fan on the Octominer and 100% fan on the GPU. The memories, when it gets hotter, today's a cold day. It's like 70 outside. When it gets hotter, this thing thermal throttles all day, every day. 100% fan, Octominer. This much spacing as well. These GPUs, you just can, even in a server case, you just cannot keep them cool unless you do some crazy shit like copper mods, which I'm not going to get into. I cannot recommend this GPU, especially in the market that we are in today. The market that we are in today is very different than last year. You can get a 3070 for cheaper. I cannot recommend this GPU. I'm sorry. That's a D. Last year, this was a good, probably B, but I have to demote this to a D. There's absolutely no there's no reason you should buy an A4000 over 3070. Zero reason. Literally no benefit. It makes no sense right now. A 3080. Again, this is just me, right? The GDR6X, I'm not messing with. I do not like GDR6X right now. I don't have air conditioner. I can't do it. I can't do it. Love this card though. I have a lot of these cards. I like this card. I do like this card. I'll put it into B. It'd be the best GDR6X for me. It should be a C. It's a C+. It's a C+. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be buying it. It's too hot. 3070 Ti. It's a C. I like this card, but it's too hot. There's better cards. It's a good card though. 50 RX 570F. I have no interest in this card at all. I'm sorry. I know that breaks your heart. I know it's a decent card. It's not for me. I have no interest. You got to think the 4000 series coming out. I have no interest in any old card at all. Zero. And it's going to become even older soon. The Titan X. I want one of these. If any of you guys have these for the cheap, or even you just want to let me borrow it for a review, this is a card I've always wanted. I know it's not a good mining card. I'm not putting this in that spot, by the way. I want this card so bad. Prices are stupid still. I remember when I was in South Korea for the second time. I've been there 3 times. I've lived abroad for I've lived in Korea for 7 years, by the way. I had the last 10. This card was on a billboard when the 10 series was coming out. And I remember the Titan X, bro. And I forget how much it was, like $1,000, maybe $800, which was unheard of. What year was that? Those were good days. That's before the GPU shortage. And you could buy these cards, and I couldn't afford one. Because thinking about buying a GPU for $1,000 was like the craziest thing on earth. And I've never gotten one. And I've always wanted one. However, for mining, it's an F. But I want one. So hit me up. The 1050 Ti. There's a lot of people in the video I did with Mining King that were very interested in this. And were upset that he put this in the F pile. Because they're like, well, bro, I get like 12 mega hash, bro. Like 40 watts, bro. I get 12 mega hash, bro. And I was like, wow. He said he's more into efficiency. I'm more into efficiency plus density. This gets an F. I don't care what anybody tells me. Sorry. There are a lot of people that were upset. A lot of people were upset about that being in the F for his video. But I agree. The 6700, I think that doesn't exist, right? I think that's where I messed up on the video. There's no such thing as a non-XT. Okay. Now, the 6700 XT, I've never played around with this. I've seen great things on this card. I like this card. It looks cool. I wish I had one. I'll put that in the C pile. Maybe even a C+. For the right price, I would buy that. Maybe. Oh, C+. C+. I'll do C+. Yeah. These two are C+. Good card. I don't have any, though. I would love one. 2060 Super. I like this card. I think the 2070 Super is way better. It's a good card. Would I buy it? There's too many better cards out there. Oh, God. Is this C+? Or C+? If it was cheap, I'd buy it. C+. It's a good card. 3060. I love this card. Great card. However, the 3060 Ti's are so easy to get. The 3060 Ti's are so easy to get. There's really no reason to put this in the B as much as I would like to put this in the B column. I'm going to put this as a C+. It's a C+. It's a good card. Really good card. But there's no reason to put it in the B column when you could just buy a 3060 Ti for like $30 more. The 5600 XT. I've never used this. I've heard that they're pretty close to 5700 XT or the same. I can't confirm that or deny that. I don't know. So you guys confirm that or deny that part for me. I'll put that to the side for now. All right. 1660 Super. I like this card. I like this card a lot. It's a good card. This is more of like a mining strategy thing, right? So there's, like I said, for the Mining King, he felt this was an S tier because he's all about efficiency over density. I disagree for me and my strategy because okay, I have 8 6600 XTs in a beta frame right there, and it only does like 250 watts or 250 mega hash. To me, that's almost a waste. It's not worth my time. I'm sorry to say that. I think when I was new, it was worth my time. At this point in my mining career, 30 mega hash just ain't doing it anymore, man. I know that's a lot of you guys are gonna be really sad, but it's not there for me anymore in my mining journey. Again, this is just my personal what I would do. Sorry guys, that's a C for me. I know that's gonna kill you guys. A2000, love this card. Very difficult to keep track of. Now that we have better options, I'm gonna put that at a B+. I like that card. It's a good solid card. It used to be an S tier, but now I can get 3070s easy as hell. So more efficient, yes, but it's annoying to heat. They're cool on a larger scale. I'm always thinking larger scale now, guys. Last year I was thinking 1 rig scale, but now I'm thinking, I want to hit 10 gigahash by the end of the year. Well, not this year probably because of the bear market, but I want to hit 10 12 gigahash, and I wouldn't want 10 12 gigahash of A2000s. So my perspective is a little bit different than maybe some of yours on whatever scale you're on. RX 480 F. I have no interest in this card. It's a decent card, but not for me. I have no interest in this card at all. 2070. For whatever reason, that moved away. I'm going to put that as C column. It's a good card. It's average. It's upper average. It's a good card, but not for me. I don't need it. The A6000 is pretty badass, but it's an F. If I have troubles keeping the A4000s cool, I would definitely have a problem keeping the A6000 cool. That's an F. G600 XT. I feel like I already did. No, that's on the waiting one. Posted a video. We hit a nice, dude. I'll watch that right after this. 6800 non-XT. Is that a thing? I think it is, right? I have no interest in this card. I'm gonna put that in the D column. I'll check it out right after this, GP Risers. I'd love to watch your video. No interest in that card at all. 2080 Super. I like this card for Flux. It's too expensive though. I'll put that in the B. You know what? It's too expensive. I can't recommend it full on as a B. I'll put that as C+. It's a good card. I like it. But it's too expensive. The 1080 is in the E pile. For Flux, I would do that. Other than that, no, I would not. I would not entertain that card. For me. All right, Baldini. The 3090. Wow. Again, I feel so bad for anybody who bought 3090s in bulk. My heart goes out to all of you. F's in chat. If we get some F's in the chat, this is a D. Maybe even an E. There's no. This is an E. You know why? You know why? There's absolutely no reason to buy a 3090. Literally none. Zero. No reason I would ever, under any circumstance, recommend this. Too many watts. Way too expensive. Way too hot. Not efficient. I cannot put this in the D column. No one should buy this card under any circumstance right now. If you wanted to go that route, you would buy the 3080 Ti. I cannot recommend that card under any circumstance. All right, I don't even know what this one's supposed to be. The thing came off. The 6900 XT. I have no interest in this card at all. It's a D. These. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have none. 6800 XT. I don't know much about it, so I have no interest in it. It's a D. 3060 Ti, solid card. Love this card. Go 3070 though, all day, every day. It's a good B. Very, very great card. One of the best, but not the best. But it's a very solid card. I love this card. Love everything about this card. I have a lot of these cards. A lot of these cards. I wish I would have bought more 3070s instead of 3060 Ti's, but hey. The GTX 1080 Ti. This is an E. I have no interest in this card. None. The way I look at this 1080 is the... Okay, think about this. Let me ask you this. Do you guys want to mine with a 960, a 970, or a 980 right now? Think about it. I want you to think about that. Do you want to? Okay? When the 4000 series comes out, I don't know the future, but it is possible that you might look at those cards the way you look at this card. I'm not saying you will. I don't know. We'll see. But this card is already super old, and it's about to be even older. Another generation backwards. I cannot recommend this card. And it's very high wattage. I don't see any... It's good flux. Other than that, no thank you. All right. The Titan RRTX. This is an F. There's absolutely no reason I would recommend this card. If you guys have one of these cards and you want to get rid of it for cheap, let me know. Or if you just want me to borrow it, I'll borrow it. I want to do a video on it. Something about the Titan cards I love. But for mining, it's an F. I'm sorry. It's got to go. Out of my life. Sorry, bud. All right. 3070. This is easy. This is an automatic S tier. This is the best of the best cards to buy if you were going to buy something. All day, every day, I would buy this for the right price. I would not pay MSRP right now. I would not even pay Best Buy MSRP. If you offered me right now 100 3070s from Best Buy at MSRP, I would not buy them. Even one. Well, I'd buy one just because I need to fill up a rig. But I wouldn't buy for mining because of the price. I would not. I would personally wait 3 months and see what happens. That's how bad the market is right now. I would not even buy this for MSRP on a personal level. I know some people would, and I respect your decision, but I will not be, even at MSRP. 5700 non-XT. About the same. So I'll put that in the B. Good card. Solid card. The GTX 1070 is in the E pile. For Flux, it's cool. Other than that, I have no interest And I would only buy it if it was like 50 bucks or to do a video on. The Radeon 7. I believe this is 100 mega hash, if I'm not mistaken. I've never had one of these. I don't really like AMD cards, to be honest. They're okay. It's not for me, though. Would I buy this card? No. I do not like AMD. I've seen a lot of older videos. I don't remember if it's the Vega or the Radeon 7, but I remember Panda was saying in his older videos, MSRP for 3070 is 500 bucks. 3060 Ti is 400. After tax 440. After tax 540. I would not be buying that. The Radeon 7, I have no interest in. I forget which Panda video. It's either the Vegas or this one. But when he would move it, it would have problems. I have no interest in this card. Great mega hash. There's literally no reason to buy that card. It's F tier. There's no reason I would want that card. The 1660 non-TI, non-super. People in the comment section for the Mining King were upset where he placed this. But I have to agree with him. Why would I buy this when I could just buy the TI or super? This, for me, is E tier. It's really probably D tier as far as performance, but I have no interest in this card, and I'm considering my interest. The thing is right now, right? The thing is right now, guys, as the buyer, you have all the power in the world. GPUs are literally everywhere. Everywhere you look, you can get any GPU you want pretty much easily, except for like Founder Edition. Other than that, you can be as picky as you want right now, and I'm being picky. There's no reason for me to buy a 1660 Ti or non-Ti. The 1660 Ti, I like this card. It's a good card. I think it's just like the 1660 Super. I'm sick of having a bunch of, 8 to 12 GPUs in a frame and getting 200 to 300 mega hash. Again, for me and my mining strategy, those days are over. I'm looking at 60 mega hash a card, 50 mega hash a card. I have no interest in 30. These are C for me. Good cards, very efficient, love them, but it's not worth my time anymore. It takes up too much space. The RTX 2080 Ti. I love this card. I think it's a great card for Flux. I'm very pro Flux. Overpriced, and that's why I'm gonna have to put them in the C plus with the 2080 Super. Great card. That's a good grade, C plus. You guys can see I'm very picky with my selection, because I can be, because you should be as well. A lot of these, the 1060. I just reviewed this card, got 21 mega hash, 23 at points, at times. F tier. Throw that in the dumpster. Should never buy this card. Card is doo-doo. The 2060. Is that the 2060? Some of these are kind of... I don't know what happened since the last time we did a video. 5600 XT. I feel like I already did that. We're going to put that with... I'm going to put that in C. I don't want that card. Oh, the 2070 Super. Now, this is a card that I need badly. I need this card in my life. I want this card in my life. But that's more of like for videos, because I've never had this card. And I really want this card. I really want this card. Oh, shit. I locked it to the back. I can't move the 2070 anymore. Shit. How do I unlock it? Undo. 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 There we go. Hold on, guys. All right, we're going to move it manually. I like this card. 2070 Super is a sleeper. Great card. I'll put that in the B. Very good card. Very good card. It's a sleeper. Don't tell everybody. A lot of people still don't know. The less people that know, the better. Don't tell them nothing. Let them sleep on it. The price is ridiculous, though. If the price came down, I'd really want to buy a lot of these. But at the current moment, the prices are stupid. I'll just buy a 3070. Pretty much, now that we have so many GPUs in the market, I think to myself, why don't I just buy a 3070? That's literally what I say almost every time. So there's almost no reason to buy other cards, it seems like. I don't know how you guys feel. The RTX 2080. It's a good card. Good card. It's a C. I can't buy this card. I can't recommend this card. Just buy a 2080 20 Ti. Or just really buy a 3070. All right. 6600. Good card. I respect this card. I like this card. It's a very efficient card. And yeah, I really respect this card. However, like for most people, this is an A, and I totally respect anybody that puts this in the A column. And I would like to put this in the A column. I really would. It's a good, solid card. It's an efficient card. The top tier efficient card. However, for me, I cannot put this in the A pile or even the B pile. Because again, in my mind, this takes up space. I get 29 mega hash for me is a waste of time. For me, in my mining strategy at this current moment. And so I'm going to have to put this in the C pile. I'm sorry. Again, I think it deserves an A for most people. But for me, it's just space. You know, like I said, I got an 8 GPU 6600 XT frame right there. 250 mega hash. Wasting my time, right? Not worth it. It's a waste of my time at this point. The A5000. This is easily a waste of my time. Garbage. This is a waste of everyone's time. It overheats. I have no interest in this card whatsoever. They never let you down. They do. But it's a waste of my time. It just takes up too much space. All right. The RX 580. I have no interest in this card. I would not buy this card. Oh, what'd you say, Panda? Can you rank your cards you never used? Sure. Make me a list. I had to make this list myself, by the way. This wasn't on the internet. I put the work in. The RX 580. No interest in this card. Put that in the dumpster. Any of those old cards, I have no interest in. The RX 470. Dumpster. If there was lower than F, I would put it there. I must have messed up on one or two of these. Where's the 6600 XT at? I would put the 6600 XT in the B pile for me. Even though it's not as efficient as the 6600. I don't even know where the picture is. Whatever. I messed up some of these pictures. Sorry. I think this is a 2060. I have no interest in this card. This is a D. We're missing some. This is not a 1070 Ti, but whatever. That's an F. Oh no, E. I don't know what this was supposed to be. Density. Density for me is more important at this moment. Well, okay. You have so many options right now that you can get efficient GPUs and dense cards. So I don't see any reason to go for those other cards. Let's watch GPU Riser's new video. He said it got some interesting stuff he's mentioning. New video from GPU Risers. These are the videos, again, that I love watching. Talking heads. These kind of things. Wow. Title is 10 gigahash Ethereum mining farm. Income, issues, tips, and future plans. Now that's interesting. What? Oh, don't think I'm stealing your idea, by the way. I was about to do a 6 gigahash farm video today. But it's not titled the same or anything. Just fair warning. Hey. Ah. Better than me. DJ Waters right. Oh, that's my other YouTube. Hold on. Hey, what am I? DJ Minds. That's right. Hold on. I messed myself up. Where's Panda at, you bum? StarCraft noob. 1v1. Think you're better than me. Red Panda. Always places 3 out of 2 people. You the worst enemy. Nah, I can't rap. Whatever. You get the point. That makes me want to rap, though. I'm not a rapper, but that beat is awesome. Let's go.
Michael from GPUrisers.com, and today I thought I'd make a video for you guys on a little bit about our 10 gigahash Ethereum mining farm. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is, of course, the earnings, the revenue, the cost of electric, and everything like that, maintaining a 10 gigahash mining farm. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about the common issues that we have, a little bit of the must-haves that we think that you need at a scale this size. Then I'll talk a little bit about keeping track of everything, and of course, our future plans on expansion. So to start off with earnings right off the bat, here you can see miner stats dashboard. we run our entire farm exclusively on MinerStat OS. And here you can see our daily, weekly, and monthly earnings. And now this does fluctuate daily. Fluctuates actually, sometimes minute by minute, but it kind of is always plus or minus 5% of what you get. Now here you can see it's 0.135 Ethereum per day, and I can confirm that because we do get paid out once a day. So I am going to be using these numbers. And so right here you can see the power consumption, which is 24 kilowatts, and that is 24,000 watts running continuous. However, this number is not completely accurate. AMD cards are not that accurate. This does not include system idle. So I ran the numbers prior to the video. I didn't want to bore you guys with it. We are going to be adding about 2,600 watts to this to be able to accurately calculate the electrical costs. So to do that, let's jump over to what to mine. Now I've pre-filled this here. You can see 10,600 mega hash at 26,500 watts. Now we do
a pop filter might help. A lot of the times they don't. This one comes built in, but you can get these off Amazon for whatever mic you have if you just Google it. Like I wouldn't get like a big ass pop filter; those are annoying. Get the pop filter that literally fits on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So like pretty much you could look up any mic you have. AT 2020, maybe not the Snow. What is it? The big ass one, Yeti and stuff like that. But you can pretty much just get one that fits on the microphone itself.
Would get about 0.086 cents per kilowatt, but I did round it up to 9 cents. And here you can see the numbers. This says 239.22, and if we switch back to the dashboard, you can see that that's fairly close. Now, if you subtract 181.98 from the gross, which is 239.22.
You know what's crazy, dude? So after power, he's making about $181 a day, right? Last year, I made a video, and I believe I had 3 gigahash. I think. And I was making the same amount as he's making off 10 right now. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? My parents actually, it's funny you say Florida mining. My parents want me to move back to Florida. I want to move back to Florida too. And they're like, just open your crypto here. And I was like, dude, then I have to pay for so much more AC and all this stuff. But like, I've been thinking about it, but I have to find a property. So, which kind of sucks. So I don't know. I've considered it, but it'd be nice to see my family again.
That gives us a total cost every day of $57.24 for electricity. So I kind of wanted to jump right into that. I know a lot of people will wait till the end of the video or something to talk about profitability, but I wanted to throw that right in front. So our mining farm does generate around 180.
So I'm sorry to pause because he asked me something that maybe some of you are wondering or have wondered. No, I'm still working for who I'm working for, and I have 1 year left on my contract. So here's the thing. My plan before all this happened, before this terrible bear market, not just in crypto, but the entire planet happened, I was going to get out next year, go full-time crypto, full-time YouTube, as well as like a side hustle, because YouTube doesn't pay much, but it helps a little bit on the side. I was going to go full-time, just go all out on mining. However, now YouTube's down, and mining probability is down, and my stocks are all down. I have a lot more money in stocks than crypto, so everything is down so much. I know it'll go back up. I'm very confident it will go back up. However, will it go back up by June of next year, because that's when my contract ends? Probably not. And so I think, unfortunately, I will be forced to stay. So I think my dreams would be naive if I followed them next year. I would put my family in a terrible position. Now, if crypto was booming again, we'd be doing great, and I'd feel confident surviving off of crypto and the internet. But not in this market, man. I think it'd be a really bad choice. And so, yep. No, I can't do a year. So, okay. I don't want to give you like a full-on story to bore people, but basically, this next contract, if I sign it, so I've been doing my job for you guys know what I do for work. I don't really want to say, but I'm almost at 13 years, right? So the next contract that I sign is called in-depth, which means you do 20 years, which means I'm a lifer, right? So the next contract that I sign, if I do sign it, I have to do 20 years of service, right? 20 years. So I'd have to do this for 7 more. And so I won't have financial freedom. I won't have financial independence. But if I do get out, I will have financial independence. Probably not financial freedom. Because I wouldn't have any money. So yeah, unfortunately, we'll see what happens closer to the date. But it's looking like I'm not going to be able to go full-time, unfortunately, as much as I would love to.
$81.98 per day. Now, that said, in our mining farm, if we switch back over here and go over to our workers, actually, no, we'll go over to, I guess, statistics. We'll check out the global statistics of our mining farm. Here, you can see we have 191 active workers. Time that leads me into the next topic, which are what we believe to be the must-haves. Now, I did just reboot one of these rigs real quick while I'm on the dashboard, but this dashboard...
I think if I was live streaming on Twitch, I would definitely have enough money. The problem with... So, like, I actually made a... If you guys didn't know, I used to have a different YouTube channel. I have 5 YouTube channels, by the way, if you didn't know that. This is, like, my smallest one, if you didn't know that already. But, yeah, this is like my newest and smallest YouTube channel, but I used to be relatively full-time on Twitch. I would still do my 60-hour work week for the Army, and then after work, I would do at least 5 to 6 hours every day, no matter what. And so, I mean, I was making from Twitch probably $2 to $3 grand a month, pretty consistently. It was pretty good money. Sometimes, some months were more. But the problem with that, I could definitely mix that in on my other channel. The problem is, man, you know, with streaming, like YouTube is so much better, right? Because like YouTube, you could sit here, you can work a little bit on a video, and you can go back and hang out with your family, right? So if it's a long video, you know what I mean? I can like do an hour here or two, go take the kids out to the park, come back, make the video, right? It's very nice. Twitch is such a commitment. You have to sit in this chair, you know, for 5 to 12 hours, depending on how, you know, I've done 24-hour streams. I've done I think my record is 32 hours, 32-hour live stream on Twitch, you know, and so obviously you can see how that would affect your home life. It was a lot easier before I had kids to do that. Obviously I didn't grind out those kind of hours once I started having kids, unfortunately, but, yeah, I could mix that in. That's what I feel like that's what I would have to do. And I don't want to put myself in that position where I'm basically sucking dick for money. Because that's what you would have to do, right? Like we wouldn't have enough money, right? And so at that point, I would have to go live every day of every second, you know, trying to earn money. And I feel like it's really, I don't know, as much as I want to follow my dreams and I want to really bad, I don't think I'll be able to. So if that answers your question.
Is what we would, you know, classify as a must-have when, you know, managing multiple rigs. We started mining on Windows, and then we went to EthOS, and then we went to Hive, and now we finally ended up on MinerStat.
Right,
and trying to control multiple rigs that are running Windows that aren't on a dashboard system like this would be a complete nightmare. It is already hard enough and time-consuming enough to do it on a dashboard like this. So the first must-have we would say would be a Linux distribution system like MinerStat or HiveOS or Simple Mining. It makes managing this a lot easier. The second would be, of course, the electricity needed. We did switch a lot of our mining rigs from 120 to 240, and that allowed us a lot more electricity.
You know, one thing that I really follow your dreams. I can't follow my dreams, bro. I don't have the money to follow my dreams right now. I had the money, past tense, the money to follow my dreams. Past tense. But now I don't, because all my stocks have gone down 40 to 50%. So I've lost hundreds of thousands. You know, I'd love to be transparent with you guys. I'm not going to say exactly how much. Right now, I only have like 300 grand ish. I'm not going to say exactly how much. Again, I'm very honest on my channel. I only have like 300 G's, bro. So I can't just like, let's say I go out and buy a house cash. Boom. House is paid off. Cool. I can't pay for property taxes. I can't pay for shoes for my kid. You know what I'm saying? And it puts me in like this really crappy situation. YouTube's not making much money, right? It's making, I mean, last month I made like $500 or $600, you know, which I'm thankful for, but it's not enough to live off of. You see what I'm saying? And the mining, I would have to pay for electric at that rate because I'd have to move. I can't live where I'm living right now. So mining, you have to understand, right? Mining would no longer be free for me or included. So now I'm spending, I have no income. Well, you got to think about it. I'd have no income. I'd have to pay probably $2,000-3,000 on electric. I have to pay for property taxes. I own 3 lands out here. I had to pay for all those properties. You see what I'm saying? So like in this current environment, it's just not sustainable, you know? It's unfortunately not. Maybe next year things will change, but we'll see.
To keep more rigs.
Well, $500 is nothing if you're trying to live off of it. $500, it's nice if you have a full-time job. You know what I mean? So
it's in one area, and to not burn up outlets and everything like that. Switching to 240 when you're scaling is, I would
dividends?
say.
I don't actually own any dividends. I sold out the market for the most part before the crash. I saw the crash coming. I felt like it was really obvious. I sold a lot of stuff. The only thing I held through the crash is Tesla, because I'm very confident in Tesla and its rebound. Tesla always goes up and down. And then throughout this crash, I've been buying. I've been dollar cost averaging. I recently bought Disney and PayPal. PayPal is criminally low. It's at like almost an all-time low. It's ridiculous. It's an awesome stock long term. So
the first thing that you should do.
I don't do margin.
If you're to the point where you have a couple of these in your house, if you want to take the next step, I would say get a 240 volt outlet installed in your garage or your shed or wherever, and connect a PDU up to that, and then start from there. So the next thing also
NVIDIA, I like NVIDIA a lot. I sold out NVIDIA pretty much at the peak though last year, so I don't want to rebuy yet. I want it to go down another $30 or so, and then I would consider NVIDIA again. But I do like NVIDIA. I think it's a solid stock to own.
I like to do while managing a mining farm of this size is I like to keep track of everything. And keeping track of everything, by what I mean by that is keeping track of what your equipment is. When we started mining in 2016, 2017, we had about 2 or 3 rigs, and it was like, hey,
I got to give you a tip here, brother, because I like you, and you can give me tips too. On my videos if you'd like. You need to show your face, bro. I think you really need to show your face on these videos, man. What do you think, guys? I think just showing your face, like literally what I'm doing in a corner, would make these videos be 5 times more entertaining. I don't know what it is, but the human aspect really helps with retention time. Like so much more, and it just makes things more interesting when you like transition. I'm not saying you have to transition like this, but I like to transition like this while I'm showing what you're showing. You don't have to do that, by the way, but even just at a minimum, seeing you pause the video or just stop talking and seeing your hands and your eye contact and all that stuff, I feel like it's so important, bro.
One is down. Can you reset it? Or let me remote into the AMD 480 rig and reset it. You kind of always knew what you had, but having a mining farm with 190 some cards, you kind of forget what is what. And so that's why we always create a list here. You can see the green ones are NVIDIA, the red ones are AMD. And every time that we put a new card into the mining bunker, we have it mining, we update this chart. It also allows us to know, of course, how many cards we have, how many are NVIDIA, how many are AMD. You can see here 59% of our farm is NVIDIA, 42% is AMD. And of course, we also like to keep, pricing on this, seeing what our equipment is worth. I will
post this video. I don't want to watch everything. I'll let you guys enjoy that. Give him a subscription. Awesome guy. What else we got going on? Cool farm, man. 10 gigahash, man. You're killing it. It's a big ass farm. Someone to watch is this guy, Alex Hermosi. If you guys have never watched this guy, oh god, more naked. What is this spam? This guy's awesome. If you guys have never watched this guy for business stuff, this is who you should be listening to, in my opinion. That is financial advice. He doesn't. What I love about him, he has no course to sell you. He doesn't want your money. He doesn't ask anything of you. I think he has like a 99-cent book, but he had to make it 99 cents or else Amazon wouldn't let him put it on there. They don't allow it to be physically free. But this guy's incredible. And let me tell you why you, in my opinion, should be watching somebody like this. This guy started from nothing and has billions, and he'll tell you all the secrets of how he did it, what to do wrong, no sugarcoating, straight to the point. Again, no course to sell you, has no interest in your money. He's already rich as hell, and he just likes making YouTube videos and sharing. He has no program at all. This guy's awesome. Love that guy. Huge watch. Okay, Son of a Tech is live. I think I am done for today. Hit me up. Red Panda, so we can do that collab. Hit me up, Chili, if you're still here. I love every single one of you guys. I don't want to overlap Son of a Tech too much, guys. I know he does every the daily thing, so I think we're kind of overlapping with him a little bit. I love you guys. Please go over to Son of a Tech's channel. Let him know that I sent you. I hope that you found, maybe not learned anything on my channel, but I hope that you at least found something to be interesting. Rap collab? Do you want to do a rap? You'd have to pay money if you want me to rap. Yeah, you have to pay me money. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't rap. Go to Son of a Tech's channel. Tell him I sent you. And I love every single one of you guys. Please check out the links in the description. Join the Discord. Check us out on Twitter at DJ Waters. I love every single one of you. I'm gonna go play some StarCraft. Actually, I'm gonna go hang out with my kid, then play some StarCraft. I love you guys. Let's catch y'all next one.